Welcome to Rome, the Eternal City, and a living museum of civilizations past and present. The Pantheon, a temple dating back to Imperial Rome, is perhaps the most elegant and copied building in the world, and a structure with an astronomical connection. The Pantheon's dome is larger than St. Peter's, and in its center is an open oculus showing day and night. This temple, both open and enclosed, is an astronomical instrument, a type of solar quadrant. As the sun moves westward across the sky, the sun's light moves across the dome walls, like sunlight streaming through a porthole. The moving image tells both the time of day and the season of the year. The Pantheon was dedicated to the 7 planetary divinities: Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Venus, Mars, the Sun, and Moon, the 7 most important celestial objects in the ancient sky. The Pantheon's design required the collective wisdom of many ancient astronomers. We have sent reporters throughout the Mediterranean basin to identify and honor 7 of these amazing astronomers.
Welcome to Saqqara, home of the world's oldest major stone structure and Egypt's first Great Pyramid. Imhotep constructed this step pyramid 5,000 years ago for King Djoser. Imhotep was an architect, high priest, physician, scribe, and astronomer, one of the few men of non-royal birth who became an Egyptian god. Saqqara is an immense cemetery for the ancient city of Memphis. The entire complex honors the dead and secures their passage into the afterlife. Imhotep designed the step pyramid to allow the deceased to mingle with the circumpolar stars that arc across the northern sky each night to link heaven and earth. Looking north, we can see how the pyramid captures the turning motion of the northern stars. As a scientist and priest, Imhotep would have predicted and monitored the flooding of the Nile. With its annual flood, the Nile River nourished Egypt for more than 5,000 years. Along its banks, ancient astronomer priests observed the turning star field from dusk to dawn. They were looking for a sign to predict the yearly Nile flood. Night after night, they studied the constellation of the Egyptian god Osiris, called Orion the Hunter by the Greeks. They followed its 3 stars in a row down toward the eastern horizon, lit by the glow of dawn. Each day, Orion would be a bit higher before dawn, allowing astronomer priests to see more stars below it in the pre-dawn sky. Finally, one morning, they saw the bright star Sirius for the first time. They realized that Sirius would be visible for the first time on the same day each year, just after the summer solstice. This day marked the beginning of a new year in the world's first solar calendar. The first sighting of Sirius also promised that a nourishing Nile flood would soon begin at the Egyptian capital of Memphis. Astronomer priests could count the number of days between the annual pre-dawn appearances of Sirius. Year after year, the counting continued until they were certain that the solar year is 365 and a quarter days long. More than 2,000 years ago, Julius Caesar visited Egypt and learned how to make a calendar with 365 days each year and an extra day added every 4 years. The resulting Julian calendar became the official calendar of Western civilization until the 16th century. For his discovery of the solar year and the use of astronomy to design pyramids and predict the Nile flood, we honor Imhotep, representing the Egyptian astronomer priest as our first amazing astronomer of antiquity.